Hi, my name's Nick and welcome to the Wagon Farm YouTube channel. Let me introduce you to our pigs. These are our two females, Morcia and Guanciale. These four guys right here are barrows, meaning that they're castrated males. We're raising them for pork. This guy right here is Lardo Calrissian. He's going to be our boar that we're going to breed with these two girls. Guanciale and Morcia are sisters. They're a Berkshire Hereford cross. We actually processed all three of their brothers already, and they make the most delicious pork we've ever had. Lardo's about 4 months old now, so in about 2 months or so, he will be old enough to breed. I'm not sure if he's going to be big enough to reach, but we'll find out. We raise these pigs in about 2 acres of wooded pasture right behind our house. Let me show you how close we are to the house. There it is. We raise our pigs in something called the wagon wheel method. Connected to this central area are 5 different gates. We have one right here, as you can see. There's another one right here, one behind their shelter, and 2 right here, one of which is currently open. So they have access to this area, as Morcia is demonstrating. I typically feed them at the entrance of the gate. As you can see here, this clearing is pretty clear. There are a couple random weeds and stems and sticks and stumps growing around. But the day that I opened up this gate, this whole section you see here was nothing but weeds, and they ate it all down within a couple days. As you can see, they're friendly and they love being near me. So each of these paddocks is separated with a couple lines of hot electric wire. This is poly wire. We've made several videos in the past of us installing this fencing system. We use a combination of insulators that are hammered into trees, some scrap wood with insulators hammered on, as well as T-posts with insulators. The theory behind this method is that you're able to break up all of the pasture you have so that the animals can till and fertilize and do whatever pigs want to do. And then you can close off that section and open up another one so they're free to do that. We usually give our pigs about 1 to 2 weeks per paddock before being moved on to the next. This time away from the pigs gives the land plenty of opportunity to kind of heal and recover, and it actually is much more fertile and better than it was than when the pigs were on it most recently. As you can see, the pigs absolutely enjoy their time over here in these paddocks. Now I'm going to show you a map of our pig area, and you can see how it's broken up. We use this 275-gallon IBC tote as their main water source. As you can see, they have dug a giant pond and like to leak the water all in it. This is especially good for them during the hot summer months because it gives them a place to cool down and relax. If you want one of these, you can usually find them on either the Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. That's what we've done in the past. The most important thing when using one of these as a pig watering system is getting a cap that has a metal threading on it so that when you attach your watering nipples, they do not tug on it and rip the threads off and completely empty the water tank. That has definitely happened before when we used a cheaper plastic one. We also have a separate gate right here that goes into our piglet area. When we got our newest batch of piglets, we kept them separated from the other girls. We used the Premier One hog netting to keep them in line. They understand the value of shock therapy. And we also ran a single strand of the black and yellow poly wire so that they could get used to that as well and understand that that also has the ability to hurt them and they should stay away from it. As mentioned earlier, we're actually going to be breeding our pigs. So this area is going to be turned into a farrowing area. We're going to build a shelter that the mama pig can go in and have her babies, and they'll stay in here for about 8 weeks or so until they're finally integrated back in the main area. And by the time those piglets get released, it'll be time for the other mama to come take her turn in the farrowing area and have her litter. The plan is that we should have a brand new litter of piglets every 3 months between our 2 females and our 1 boar. To help control that, we're actually going to be putting in another gate around here, and we'll have a separate boar bachelor pad in this currently heavily weedy area. We'll set up some hog panels on T-posts along with a double gate system so that we can make sure that the pigs only get in or out when we say so. This will be Lardo's bachelor pad where he'll get visited by the ladies for a few days at a time when they go in heat every 3 months. With this particular system, we will get 4 litters of piglets every year. They can have anywhere between 8 to 16 at a time, so we're hoping that we average 10 to 12 per litter. In addition to the commercial swine feed that we give them daily, we also grow some of their food and provide fresh vegetable and fruit scraps from when we prepare our food. Our goal within the next few years is to be 100% self-sustainable with these pigs. We're hoping to pretty much eliminate the food cost. We won't need to buy piglets anymore because we're breeding our own, and that means that they'll be pure profit. With the current cost of the piglets we've been purchasing from other farms and the very expensive cost of feed, we're averaging about $1,000 profit per piglet once it's processed into delicious pork. Obviously, it'll be even more profitable when we're breeding our own and growing the majority of our own food. So that does mean we could potentially make about $40,000 to $50,000 a year just in our pork operation. Of course, there has been a lot of upfront cost to get this pig operation going. We've spent quite a bit of money on T-posts, the electric poly wire, the energizer that's rated for 100 miles of electric fence, the IBC tote and water barrels along with all of the fittings and watering nipples, the livestock trailer we had to buy in order to get the pigs to the farm. We also built a modification for our 5x8 utility trailer that's big enough for our grown pigs to get to the butcher to have processed. And oh boy, does it cost money to process a pig. We've been in the pig business for about 10 months now, and we are nowhere near being profitable. Hopefully that'll change in the next couple years. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you don't already to follow us along on our farming journey and see how profitable this pig business really can be. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.